One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see, the winners of 6 straight, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Golden Gophers offense takes the field. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And, David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games. The team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and keep and block out all the noise.
And the Golden Gophers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He moves the chains and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The Golden Gophers getting set on 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Golden Gophers have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on 1st down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll start the drive. Read option left. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Nebraska. They jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
And the Huskers want to crank the tempo. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Got his man quickly. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. The Huskers line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Got it set up on the outside. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it then.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Golden Gophers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
No matter where they are on the field, they'll go for those chunk plays, and they got one that has them set up 1st and 10 at the 42. They'll move the tight end. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week, it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Hit as he throws. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Power football with the run. There he goes. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Cornhuskers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll give it to Johnson. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense, whether it's the option or whether it's conventional. They've got a long and illustrious history of great running backs, and this guy is on the field for a reason. His vision, his ability to make people miss, run with toughness, he can do it all.
Got enough for the 1st. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. And the Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Open space at the 25. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Try to get it to the edge. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
You got to be impressed with this offense and how they've been able to run the football and move it down the field, just being more physical in the trenches and getting some push. And leading by 3 right now down here in the red zone on 3rd down. I'm not so sure they won't run it again or give it to their running back in space and see if he can make something good happen.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far.
3, Minnesota, 0.
So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Out of the backfield, he's open. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Trying to keep the drive alive. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the 1st down. No matter what, if I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that 1st down.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. Sets up the screen. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Spirited matchup with ramifications inside CUSA today, guys. Here's how it finished up. Liberty rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Lynchburg. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. One game, I know, fellas, but it could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in CUSA.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the 1st half, but after that last play,
pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
there's a very high standard and a high bar when you're playing defense at Nebraska. You always hear people talk about the black shirts. Well, this guy right here, he fits into that because of his speed. You saw in that blitz, they had no shot of blocking him. He's able to get home to the quarterback to come up with a massive sack.
And the Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did running it. Lofts one deep down the right side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. He got loose and it was lights out after that. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. He'll send the tight end in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds his big tight end. Trying to give them some room to work with. Stopped just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19. The Golden Gophers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Setting up the screen. Made a defender miss. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Wants to throw on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got his man. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. And the Golden Gophers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for 1st and goal.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Rides the back on the option, the give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Dead center perfect. Are forced to settle for 3. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The handoff to Johnson. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Huskers are in the hurry-up. Back to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play, they took a sack. This one, they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. 3rd down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think. So O-line's got to step up.
Got the back over the middle. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got it, 1st down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Picks up the 1st down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
That's a first down for the offense.
To the air on first down. He lofts one down the sideline. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the big tackle.
Got it in the middle. It's Barney. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. On fourth down, looking to pass. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. First and 10, they're down to the 25. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Finds us back in the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Huskers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway.
24, Minnesota, 3.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hunter. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Might be calling a hot route. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Wants to throw. It's Raiola. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Huskers line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Got him downfield. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Coleman. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Wide open downfield. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Golden Gophers trying to cash it in on first and goal. Looking to throw again. He's got him. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Trying to run it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This offense in dire need of a touchdown is third and goal, but this is probably 4-down territory. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll leave it with him. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Turn the corner on the right. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. The Cornhuskers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Huskers will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game, as we're starting to get late. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. Wide receiver going in motion. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Finding open areas. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Quarterback on the keeper. Finds a crease at the 20. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Golden Gophers are flying down the field. The spin, still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Just drives it between the uprights. Now a 2-possession game at 24-13. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Intercepted, the defense has set him up. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24. Great place to start for this offense. They'll try the run, and there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Golden Gophers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the wideout. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Turner. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota! And the comeback is on. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Looking to throw. He's looking, pressure's coming in, the pressure gets there, and down he goes, and they won't be able to cut into this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They'll try to run for it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Gonna run it. It's Ives. Turning it on. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cornhuskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Handoff to the single running back. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Third down coming.
Here on third down for this offense. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
Minnesota, 19.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. started with a third down play. Back to pass, it's Raiola. He's got the back in the middle. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
They've got the screen set up. Breaks into the open. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. And the Huskers headed quickly to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Safe completion on the screen.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Wants to throw again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barney. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Takes it from the gun on third down. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. Well, Lil Red's probably turning into Big Red with pride right now with this performance he's turning in.
And, man, he is in his bag. He's running it. He's throwing it. This defense is like, habit, what? Which way do I go? Who's got the football? He is setting this defense on fire.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. The give on the inside. Oh, better look out. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Nice move to pick up yardage.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
The Golden Gophers will snap it on first and 10. On the run, it's Turner. Hard running there. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Right down the middle. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Golden Gophers racing to the line in a hurry-up.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Goodness gracious. This is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Here It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Back to throw, it's Rayola. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. He's going to fire deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Parker. Oh, he's got some space. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. At midfield, he's got room. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. The Huskers are on the move. They're going to ride this running back. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got his man downfield. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
And, man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You got them where you wanted them. You backed them up on 3rd down. You knew they were going to throw the football, but they just couldn't stop them. They give up the first down, and time is running out. This defense is going to have to get aggressive.
And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. Trying to punch it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Paul.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Give to the big fullback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
Let's go! Let's go!
looking to fire. Deep shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Motion from the wide receiver. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got an open man. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. The Golden Gophers will hustle to the line. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late.
To stop the clock. No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Right on the money. Ball is free. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. There he goes. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Huskers. And they turn it into a defensive score. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver getting open and making the catch, but now you got to secure the football. You know there's going to be guys coming trying to rip it free. They did it. They scooped it. They scored. That's a play he's going to learn from.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. The scoop and score, what a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. The sure hands, it's Coleman. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. On target. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. And the pass is incomplete, and this ball game comes to a close. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.